All right.
David George Gordon loves oysters so much, he wrote a book about them that's now in its second edition. Heaven on the Half Shell, the story of the oyster in the Pacific Northwest. This beloved bivalve inspires that kind of devotion.
Oysters are wonderful because they're celebratory foods. And even going all the way back to the prospectors during the California Gold Rush, they would drink bubbly, champagne, and eat oysters.
David and his co-authors are celebrating at Hama Hama, a sixth-generation oyster farm on the Hood Canal. Telling the stories of farms like this is one of the reasons Gordon wrote the original book.
And in doing that, I realized we kind of created like a family album for oyster growers. You know, people are going, on page 82, that's my uncle. And I just loved being part of that community as a writer. And I got to eat well at the same time.
This book includes 22 recipes, from classic oyster stew to raw on the half shell, to a bacon bonito cured oyster with miso soup from chef Shoto Nakajima. It was co-author Marianne Baron Wagner's job to stoke our appetite for oysters. She was born for the job.
My father, he grew up out here in the Northwest, and he took us out clamming, oystering, and we were eating them off the beach.
Co-author Samantha Larson covered new developments impacting oysters.
So that includes new challenges like ocean acidification. And it also includes hopeful stories like restoring Olympia oysters, which are the only native oyster in Washington.
Today, places like Hama Hama don't just farm oysters, they invite visitors to enjoy them right next to the pristine waters they're harvested from. Oysters have been sustaining the people of the Pacific Northwest for generations. These writers say it's our turn to sustain Northwest oysters by taking good care of their home.
It's really important that we all understand that clean water is an important component of this. If we didn't have such great clean water, we wouldn't have oysters by the numbers that we can have now.